to take your paper because I want people to be confirming it. If not lie, if not truth, I'll be confirm. People will be confirming it. If I be lie, make una dey confirm and say, I choose this one. See as it say na lie. If not true, just dey confirm am for me because I want me to go deeper a little bit.
So, as choice, you've heard choice. Let's go deeper, mommy. Let's go deeper. So, we all know what's been going on in this street for the past week or so, from the 2nd of June to the 9th of June. Up and down, this bank loan story, not true, not be true, we don't know. So, this video is another educational video protected under US and Nigerian copyright. And we just want help choice because you don't tell us, say, make we tell them whether they lie, or not a lie. So, we're just going to just try and tidy up some of the facts in this bank loan story. Now, this whole wahala can start on the 2nd of June 25, where we had this scam alert. They talk, say, UK, now scammer, or say, don't thief money for bank. You know, we pay the money for the bank, okay? But we've had lots of issues since then.
She collect the loan when she did for Abuja. She don't due for the loan because she the bank for there. Through the marketer.
So the marketer went choice to talk. He said na guarantor, another woman be guarantor.
This lady stand for her to collect the loan. So if they drag for the money, they will not go to UK, but they will go to the person that stand as a guarantor. So she is guaranteeing the bank that UK family is capable for the loan, and I am a witness. I am standing for her as a marketing manager. So I want to ask question for the comment section. If they drag the money, not be person where stand for them, where tell the bank, say, give her the loan, not be they go to drag. And she said, I am the account officer, but stood for her as an account officer, which in English language, go and translate it. Somebody that stand up for somebody is a guarantor.
Okay, so you don't hear from Choice Mato from the 2nd of June. He talks, say, this woman na guarantor.
In the process of everything, looking for UK up and down on how to reach UK, she developed high blood pressure. A young woman. She's so young. You can't be comfortable when someone is feeling pain, when someone is dying slowly. Can you save this woman from dying? We are talking about life and death right now. If this woman fall down, because BP can cause stroke, if this woman fall down, will you be happy? God forbid.
You know, I keep saying to you that choice here, that voice, use that voice for better thing, I beg. So you told us that now she's a young woman, she's at risk of BP. You also told us she's at risk of losing her job.
But she's being distracted from focusing on her job because the bank is on her. This thing is messing her up. She's about to lose her job. Or if this woman lose her job, will you be happy?
So remember, this now June, though. So from the 2nd of June onwards, the talk said this woman is at risk of still losing her job now. Nobody say you don't lose the job. 2nd of June, please, my people, remember the dates. Yeah.
See if police will be police that is near me. So I want to collect a report and say I am doing a case from Nigeria against someone victim cried to me and is a fraudster case.
I don't believe that Choice really believes that in Germany she can open a case for a case in Nigeria. It doesn't make sense. How can you go to German police and say you want to open a case in Nigeria? Now, Nigeria bank now, Germany not get hands for inside that bank. So you can't be opening a case in Nigeria. So I just think that at this point now, I'm sure Choice, maybe she's just using it to intimidate UK, to make her believe that she can actually open a case in Nigeria.
I pity for you because UK is going to jail. EFCC must lock your fan up.
So she goes to the hotel. Now remember, when she goes to the hotel, according to editorial, this is around November and December of last year. That's when her two sisters came out.
Called me. And she was like, okay, please, in the next 1 week, they are going to sack so and so. I don't want to call her name. They are going to sack her. They've drafted her letter. If there's any way I can help. And I said, okay, see, this is what you're going to do. I cannot help you. The best thing for you to do is to pay off this loan by yourself. What you're going to do is that. But I would advise you, if you have the money, or if you can borrow from other people to pay so that you can maintain your job.
So why, if this now November, December, and the woman is now going to go and borrow money to go and pay off, according to editorial, this loan of last year, why in June is Choice now coming saying that the woman is at risk of losing her job? She's at risk of losing her job.
And please, amazing people, this woman is paying the loan on behalf of UK since just to protect her job. After a few months that she did not pay the loan, the bank was pressuring her, the guarantor, forcing the guarantor, only the guarantor, and threatening the guarantor. The guarantor went ahead to be paying the loan.
Okay, so the editorial tip. So now the guarantor is paying the loan. Now, one of the big questions in this case is that how did this guarantor get in touch with Choice?
I was told that UK is saying that I am the one that gave Choice. Number one, I don't have Choice number. I do not have it. I deleted it from my phone long time ago. So I don't know, how come that you're thinking that I'm the one that gave Choice her number?
Well, maybe it's because of what you said that you did next.
Long time ago. So, and I said to her, of course, you have to look for a way to help yourself. I actually did not even do so much. I just told the lady, see, she's a business person. Go on her YouTube channel and talk to her there.
I mean, that is a lot. You can't say that you didn't do too much, because that is a lot to direct the woman to go on YouTube. Editorial, you keep saying that you're the social media expert. You know the implications of what you're doing when you're asking her to now go onto YouTube and start posting. Just like the lady with the land did, she posted. And then somehow, miraculously, Lily Pope now found that lady on YouTube and put it in her community post. So you are now saying you didn't do too much, but you directed the woman to go onto YouTube, which is like a TV, to go and start posting about this missing money. Editorial. How can you say you didn't do too much?
I mean, what I'm saying is that I told this UK's account officer to go on UK's channel and talk to her there. That is the only thing.
So this is basically just the same thing as what happened with that lady with the land. I know you're saying that you didn't have anything to do with that lady with the land, but for me, when people will say, oh yes, she's not involved, I always go on probability. Yeah. So nothing in life is 100%. Like, people seem to want us to come out and say, can you prove 100% that editorial was not involved? No, you don't have to prove 100%. But you look at the probability that, oh, you're 10% there, 20% there. And the way things are coming together with the lady with the land went on YouTube, even though she had a YouTube channel, but she wasn't posting there before. But all of a sudden, she's now posted. All of a sudden, it now gets picked up by Lily Pope. You have now said you didn't do too much. You directed the woman onto your sister's YouTube channel to go and talk. I would say that was too much.
Channel and talk to her there. That is the only thing.
Even if that was the only thing you did, that was big, and you know that it was big because you are social media, you say, influencer or expert. Yeah. So then the next thing you say is that the reason why the woman found Choice was because she was recommended by the YouTube algorithm. Really?
Now that this girl has looked for, see, this is how YouTube works, if you don't understand. Because she has come to your channel maybe 2 or 3 times, she has seen that, of course, when she come again, YouTube will recommend people to her. And I'm sure that's how she got Choice number. Choice number is on her post. Just like other people post her number, I post my number on my post.
So you are saying you didn't have Choice's number, you don't know anything about Choice or a number. This is what you said at the beginning, but now you seem to know that Choice has a number on her post. So, on the balance of probabilities, I don't believe that the woman went on there to go and chat UK, because the woman's not even saying that she found UK on YouTube. She didn't mention anything about I posted on UK. She was ignoring me. She only said, okay, I've been calling, I've been phoning, but she didn't say, yes, I even went onto a YouTube channel and tried to contact her there. There was nothing there. So you want us to believe that she went on to UK's channel and was now saying, pay me my money, or pay me my money, that nobody saw it and picked it up, because people would have picked it up. Don't forget, UK has a lot of haters. She has a lot. So those people, they would have been, they are looking at, especially, one of her big ones that's always posting on her channel. She would have picked up this woman going there and saying, pay me my money, pay me my 2 million. She would have picked it up. So I don't see how this woman was posting and posting. And then because she was posting a lot, YouTube now recommended Choice to her. What's the connection between her posting 2 million, if it happened, and her now finding Choice?
Right?
So I still stand by, on balance of probability, that, if you start looking at how all these things come together from, we've first heard about this in December of last year. How did your sisters find out about it? It was not online. You phoned them and you told them. They then came out. You gave them the whole story that she used the hotel as collateral and everything else. The whole thing now died down. Then you have Choice now saying, yes, we heard about this last December. Now you have a guarantor that knows nothing about social media, who you are now you are now saying you didn't do too much, but you directed her online, and then you're now coming up with this story that, yes, because the woman is now posting on UK's channel, and nobody noticed, especially her enemies that have been posting her back to back. Nobody noticed that this woman was crying for 2 million, that somehow the YouTube algorithm now recommended Choice to her. Really? Don't forget, we have this, the voice recording, where it sounds like there's a group of people, and I would not be surprised if it's you and Peace and your sisters, that came up together and have been feeding Choice with information, especially because, remember, Choice wanted to drop this thing when I started to expose what was going on. She started talking about IJ, then she came out and said, oh, I'm not going to speak about IJ again. I don't want to be distracted. Then who comes out afterwards to now talk about, it's true, Choice, don't be distracted. Is it not Peace? So we know what's going on.
If they had not come up with this thing, you wouldn't have paid me money, but you wouldn't have called me.
Yeah, if they had not come up with this thing.
If they had not come up with this thing, you wouldn't have paid me money, but you wouldn't have called me.
So it was a group of people. And then she even states as well that, if not for Edith, who gave me?
If not for Edith that even gave me. If not for Edith that even gave me.
So what did you give? I would suggest that you gave her the number. You gave her Choice's number, because you're saying, oh yes, I don't have Choice's number. But then you seem to know that Choice has a number on her channel that's all over her channel. There's no way there will be a connection between UK and Choice automatically. So anyway, she now meets Choice. And Choice is now saying, Edith was not involved directly or indirectly. Well, Edith, you've already said that indirectly, if we are going to believe you, you were involved, because you said you didn't do too much, but you directed her onto YouTube. Like the lady with the land.
I am not aware how she contacted me. I just saw her. She contacted me. As the other people have contacted me. I am not aware how she contacted. I did not even ask her. So I didn't ask.
How could you not ask Choice? That'd be one of the first things you do. You always ask for evidence. You don't do your research. That's the thing I keep saying to you. You don't always do your research. But one of the things I do know about you is that you do ask who sent you to me, and you get a bit of information. So for you to now say, oh, I didn't even ask, I didn't even want to know how.
And she did not tell me that somebody gave me. She contacted me. That is all that matters.
No, that's not all that matters. We need to know who sent her to you, because similar to the payment for you're saying people are paying you to go and do saga. It's the same thing as this as well. If people know that the person maybe who was speaking to you about this case is Peace, they will look at everything that you're saying completely differently. If they know that the people that are speaking to you is someone like Editorial, what you're saying, we will know there's a conflict of interest. We'll take it completely separately. So for you to now say, oh, it doesn't matter, no. So you said you want us to tell us, where you're lying, take our paper. These are the kind of points that we are raising. Now, one of the big issues with this is that initially, when Choice came out from the 2nd of June, she was saying, oh, the woman said to her, she can just pay the bank, no problem.
With the bank to solve this problem so that she can be free. At least if UK don't want to pay to her account a reasonable amount and what she has been paying as interest, she can come to the bank or call the bank or send an email so that the bank will be aware and update the system. She said the only thing is if UK can just make the system update, one, her account will be reopened if money enter. Secondly, they will know that, okay, our address has been changed, everything has been changed. I don't know if you people are getting me.
So this is the kind of thing that because UK came out today and she said that she has been in contact with this account officer in November, December. So these are the things that UK was actually saying on that voice note that we heard, where she was saying, can I not pay it into my bank? Because this is what the woman was telling her, that if you pay it into the bank, it will activate your bank account.
Go there presently. Let them update the data. Pay the interest, pay your money. The woman even said if she can even pay the interest and then start paying the money, then she will be relieved. She should come to the bank and draw an agreement plan. The bank will update everything about her new situation, her address and everything. Say then she can negotiate again so that she herself can be free.
So this is how this conversation started when you first came out on your live streams, saying that yes, she can pay the bank, that will clear everything. But then she now started asking directly for the money into her personal account. So this is when red flags now started going, because initially she was saying pay into the bank, because this is how a normal transaction is. Okay, you're owing the bank, there's interest there, come and meet the bank, come and do your payment plan, it will take off the restriction on your account. All of a sudden she's now saying she wants her money, pay me my money. And so there were lots of red flags there, and that's why I had to make that video a few days ago. Go back and watch it because it would just give you a bit more of a summary of what's going on. But it started raising some red flags that, this loan doesn't seem to be above board. It seems to be like a kind of EFCC case, because what we were saying in that previous video is that it doesn't make sense the way this loan is. It's either that she didn't process the bank, she didn't process the loan properly, so maybe the documents were not correct or something else, and so therefore she couldn't, she was now held accountable. Or she signed to be the guarantor, which we said is conflict of interest. Is not allowed for her to be a guarantor for a customer, even for her own relative. Or more than likely, what was happening is this, where her and her colleagues are using banks' money to give loans to people, and then they try and get the money back quickly and take the interest that the customer is paying. That's what we were suggesting. And this is what someone dropped in one of my, underneath that video, that yes, there is an under-table business by bankers where they use other people's money, especially accounts that are not active, to give loans to people, and they will now take the interest and return the capital back to the account it was moved from. Some also use their own money. It's meant to be an in and out thing. So that's the thing that we raised a few days ago in that video, that this under-table thing where all of these bankers are pocketing the interest on these loans, and so once we've now released that video, the story now started changing on Choice's channel. And we said, what's going on? So remember, she first came out on the 2nd of June. It's like the woman is going to lose her job. And so she needs that money. Even though editorial is telling me that the lady paid off in November, December. I mean, why is she now at risk of still trying to lose her job in June? So Choice then came out with a video and the story is now completely changing.
Lady, suspend her from her work. Do you know what this account officer did? This account officer struggled because that December, she's about to lose her job. This account officer went to borrow 2 million naira from a loaner.
So now, Choice, why didn't you tell us this in the beginning? When you came out on the 2nd of June and 2nd, 3rd, 4th or 5th of June, why didn't you tell us at the beginning that she went to go and borrow money? Yeah, this is the reason why I say that we know that you are speaking to editorial, because editorial came out just an hour or so after you made this video where you're now saying the woman borrowed the money, to now be talking about this loan and whatever. So you were speaking about how she got the money, she borrowed the money in December, but it was before editorial came out. So you are definitely getting this information from editorial. But what I don't understand is, why didn't you tell us from the beginning that this woman had borrowed money to pay the loan? You were telling us that she owes, that she's going to lose her job, that the bank is on her now, that the money is still missing and she's going to lose her job.
Una know people when they give loan are the brutal. They will go ahead to put rest in peace in your picture. They will call your family. Some of them will go ahead and say, carry juju, sue and give you. For this woman for this account officer to protect a job, what did she do to secure a job? She didn't sleep. She stopped sleeping. Nothing. She did not have rest of mind. She went to pay. She collected loan of 2 million and paid off UK loan. The account officer paid up a debt because they have gave a few weeks to pay it up.
So guys, I hope you can see now what I was telling you about how, when I keep saying balance of probabilities, you just have to listen to people's stories and who has been speaking to who. Who has been speaking to who. Now, if this guarantor really was speaking to Choice, she would have told Choice this, and Choice would have come out on the 2nd of June and said this. She wouldn't have said that, oh yes, in June the woman is still at risk of losing her job, that the money is still missing, that the bank is looking for UK. She wouldn't have said that. She would have said, oh, the woman now, she needs her money back because she went to go and take a loan. The story has now changed because of my video that I made, where I'm now talking about, that this may be an under the table loan. So editorial comes out with the same story just an hour after Choice's story. I hope you guys are getting what's going on. So that was story number one that changed. The second story is, of course, is that now it's not the bank any longer that is being owed. Now the woman, now they find the money.
Now it is not the bank that UK is owing. UK is owing an individual.
Why you not talk that one from the beginning?
That pay up a loan. UK is not owing the bank. It is not a loan from the bank anymore. It don't pass that level. This is the reason why the bank is not after UK.
I beg. I mean, this is the thing that I came up in my video when I said, look, this loan it's not above board now, under the table loan now, 419, yeah. Which is the reason why the bank doesn't know what's going on. They're just shuffling money around. That's what I told you. So now Choice is now coming out to defend. That's why I said don't get involved in this type of case, because you yourself will now find yourself part of this money laundering, whatever thing that they were doing there. Not be your business. This was a private loan between UK and her bank. I'm not saying that UK knows anything about what's going on with this loan. Her own is that she was given a loan, she had to pay it back. She doesn't know any kind of deals that they're doing there. They're doing it for many customers. You understand? Her own was just to pay back. Unfortunately for them, she wasn't able to pay back. And then now they've now found that they're out of pocket. You understand? But when you get yourself involved in this type of cases, you don't know what's going on. You find yourself saying things and just exposing yourself.
Because the bank has been settled. This account officer has settled the bank. It is not the bank. The bank loan has been clear.
I beg. It's like you're trying to do cover up here now, which we know you're not trying to do. But this is why I said do your research first, Choice. Always do your research. You get sensible people inside that your warriors or warriors. Warriors. Where on that day? Bring them around, investigate the case well before you take the case.
By an individual. And this is the person that is crying out that she needs the money because she collected the money as loan from another organization that is after her life.
Choice said, I keep saying that Choice's voice, if she could just use that voice for something, because it's a powerful voice and she's very good at getting the message across, but she often gets the wrong message. So now this loan organization are after the woman's life. So the next story that now changed, of course, is that this organization that are now threatening her job and now causing the BP. So it's no longer the job. It's no longer the fact that they're trying to sack her like in June when she came to you, that they're trying to sack her from the job. They're causing high BP. It's no longer the bank now. It's now these people that are after her life. Oh, wow.
The people that borrow money is dragging the account officer, threatening her life. She dey pay interest for that 2 million when she collect every month. It don't due for her to pay that 2 million. This woman drop every details for her that she works in UBA bank. She's this one in the bank. This is my own address. This is everything. Lapo the drag her for bank. Lapo the drag her for money. Lapo the drag her to threaten her to lose a job. Lapo what put her for air. Put rest in peace. Oh, she's a debtor. You know perfect the job. People when you job. They go the address where you job. That is why this lady said her job is at stake. Lapo don't reach every corner of her life.
No, wow. So now, after all of this one now, even the guarantor has seen my video. Even the guarantor know what in the go up. Even the guarantor know what's up. That the guarantor had to now come and say, I beg, I'm not there, I beg. This one don't too hot for me now. I told you before that the guarantor, the job of the account officer, I told you before that the job of the account officer is just to check the person's documents, say that, oh yes, I think I will recommend that this person can actually pay this loan. I don't check all your documents, finish. I know the person, something like that. You understand? She will now take her recommendation to the credit risk officer or team. And they are the ones that are going to stamp approved. And they will say, okay, no problem, no wahala, you don't check finish. Now we go carry the matter for head. Now we don't check all the document, everything there correct, no problem. So by the time the customer does not pay the loan, now this team or recovery team now go to chase down the customer, not be the account officer. You understand? And she cannot be a guarantor. You understand? Because she works in that bank. Her job is not to get, she's not guaranteeing the loan. She's only saying that I recommend the loan. And it's this person that's now saying, okay, fine. Now we go carry matter for her if she not fit pay. Yeah? So we said this in the last video. She cannot be the guarantor. So the guarantor now, the so-called guarantor, has been speaking to Gloria Media and came out to come and to tell us this on Gloria's live.
Please, I am not a guarantor. I work in the financial institution where UK collected her loan.
Hey, come! This is so disgraceful, honestly. It's just so disgraceful. That's why I said always do your research. Don't take paid jobs. This is one of the big problems. So people will come to you. You don't know what they're coming with, whether they give you a gift or whatever. They pay you to come and do these things and feed you a story. And then choice, you just be wasting your voice on rubbish like this. So you were saying at the beginning, she's a guarantor. She's a guarantor. Now the woman's now come to say she's not a guarantor because she herself knows she's not a guarantor. We've identified the bank is UBA. We can even identify this woman now. You understand? So she knows that this video being out there is not good. If I was you, trust, I would even take down all those videos talking about scam, this guarantor, because you can get her into trouble. So now, your fourth story that changed now on the 9th of June is, guarantor collateral, that you got it mixed up, that you didn't say any of those things.
And please, I really do not understand what is happening. Like people are saying, he's not the guarantor, he's that. If you watch my video very well, I was saying, is it guarantor or collateral? Or I don't understand where to put it. I said, if I correct myself, I will come back to come and tell you people what I mean. Whether she be guarantor or collateral, is that the bone of contention? The issue is UKO loan. The loan was cleared, and now the person needs the money.
Then the final embarrassing thing is that the guarantor just throws choice under the bus. So on that Gloria live stream, she speaks to Gloria and says,
You see, they're not sending a message. When I say they're not sending a message, it means that not be waiting they send choice to talk, not be waiting she talk.
No, wow. Ultimately, this is a private bank matter. It should never be on YouTube. Like I said, we've heard so many things on this street, but I think some of the worst ones, of course, we heard about the HIV one, but the one I heard before that made me sick to my stomach was somebody talking about immigration and someone's immigration status. I mean, just low class. That's number one. But then this one, going to another level to go and dig out someone's private bank details and put it on YouTube. A lot of us that are here listening to this, we had debts. Whether it's, especially in the West, whether it's like a car finance, PCP, hire purchase, whether it's a mortgage, even a simple credit card, people have debts. These are not things that, you know, you need to go and dig up and put onto YouTube. That's a private issue between UK and her bank. You know, so this should not be something that's brought to YouTube. We are not debt collectors. We are not professionals. There's a reason why sometimes even to be a money lender or debt collector, even in Nigeria, you have to be licensed. I don't think it's the place for a bunch of women like us to come online and start collecting debt on behalf of a bank.
Hello, UK is in a better position to tell you everything, all what happened, because she's aware. Ask UK will tell you what happened.
So she's aware. So this whole thing of, for the past, from the 2nd to the 9th of June, scammer, fraud alert, fraudster, blah, 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 blah. She's aware of what's going on. She's aware. The only thing that you needed, if you felt that you couldn't contact UK, is to find a way to contact her. You could have just contacted Choice, and Choice could have contacted UK and said, look, this woman is looking for you. Rather than publicizing this online. And you say that you're doing this because you want to teach her a lesson. No, that's incorrect. She's not a child. You don't have any right to devote someone's confidential information. And then the other excuse that I find is that, oh yes, well, we did this to editorial, and therefore, does it mean that what you did to edit? Because if this is because I was not really part of what happened to editorial that time. But if this is how you treated editorial then, I'm sorry, I think other people have said the same thing as well. You are wrong. I would not be supporting that rubbish. You were completely wrong. So you can't say two wrongs make a right, that because we did it then okay, it's okay to do it now. No, you're meant to be learning your lesson, and don't come and do this kind of rubbish again.
I've explained everything to UK and she knows. You can reconfirm from UK. Thank you.
See? Simple. Contact her offline. She speaks to UK and they sort things out. No need to come and bring this thing, someone's private, confidential financial matters online.
Just like you said, I told you, maybe just like you said, maybe it was because of miscommunication. I never said I was a guarantor. I processed the loan for her and she did not pay. It was going to put me in trouble. So I had to look for money and pay. So now I'm looking for money to pay back the people that I borrowed the money from. So if they are paying into her account, good and fine. Because once the money is there, she will transfer it back to me. I don't let her just pay up. What I need is just my money. If they pay into her business account, good and fine. I'm okay with that.
See, this would have been a very nice, simple story if the woman had just come out and just said that, because she sounds like a very calm woman, not this woman that was painted online. She has high BP. Lapo the follow up. They follow every part of her life. Juju, this, that. If you just come on calmly and said, okay, fine, because the woman herself saying it calmly. She's not even saying she even wants in her account that it can go to the bank. It should go to the bank. And I said this before, that it's correct that this money should go to the bank. Why? Because there's still a missing, there's a discrepancy in that bank with this loan that happened. Because maybe if they could have got that 2 million back within 1 month, the bank would not be aware. But now, because it's gone on for so long, it is obvious that there's 2 million missing and UK's name is attached to that loan. So this nonsense of pay to the woman, pay to the woman for what? Pay to the bank. Let UK clear her name that, yes, the money has now gone back to the bank. And then, the woman to say, oh, yes, how will she retrieve it? How can she not retrieve it? You're the account officer. You know how to retrieve it. So she herself has said she will know how to get the money out. Case closed.
Thank you.
So, guys, as I said before, what do you think? Let me know your comments down below. Choice said that we should ask her, or we should answer whether she did lie, whether there's any issues in her story. What do you think about how this whole case was handled by Choice TV and the Warriors? Do you even think, and I know this is difficult for some people, that if this is how they handled, because the way they handled this case was brutal. It was unnecessary, uncalled for. You could have just come out and just made the point. But to be so brutal about this thing, and not only to be brutal, but to be bringing up other things which are unrelated to this thing. If this is what they did to editorial, then I'm sorry. Then the editorial fans or whatever, they are right to say that it was uncalled for. Yeah. So, let me know, people, in the comments down below. What do you think about this thing? Where do you think the lies were? Why was the whole thing such a complete mess? Do you believe that this woman actually owed the bank? Do you think she actually paid off this loan, or there's still money missing in that bank? Is UK meant to be paying the woman, or she's meant to be paying the bank? What do you think about editorial saying she knows nothing about how this woman got in contact with Choice, but then she's sending the woman to UK's YouTube channel? Do you think it's possible that YouTube would have recommended Choice just based on this woman dropping a few comments? Did anybody here see a woman in UK's comment section asking for 2 million naira? Comments down below.